Woohoo! All right. What's going on? Happy Wednesday night. It's November 8th at 5 p.m. Central, at least. I'm on Central Time. I'm up here in the beautiful panhandle of Florida. Welcome to the CRMX Cash Clinic. Thanks for being here. I'm excited to share what I have today, which is all about video follow-up. How to use video in your follow-up and how to put that into CRMX. How do you automate that in your CRMX account? How do you make sure you can really take advantage of personalized video, but also add some automation to it as well so you can scale yourself or your sales team in a way that's easier, better, faster, all of the good stuff, right? So let's get into it. Let's dive in. First, like always, I want to welcome everybody that's here live. Want to make sure you guys have your tools handy and you know what you're doing. You should be able to comment whether this is being streamed live. It's not just to CRMX users. So the first thing I have to say is if you're not, or let me know if, hey, raise your hand or say CRMX user here. If you're not, just say not a CRMX user, happy to be here, whatever you want to say, or not happy to be here. And then if you're not a CRMX user, you can go get a free trial. So there's my plug in that little banner scrolling across the bottom of the video here. Bloop. I think here, I'll follow it right there. Whoa, that one. CRMX, go to CRMX free trial, sign up for your free trial, and you'll get all the goodies and the amazing stuff that comes with CRMX. It's unbeatable. It's amazing. You'll be highly, highly happy you switched over to a CRM that's built for marketing and sales. So let me know who's here. Just give me a comment. Say something like, I'm here. My name is. Sometimes I don't see the name where you're commenting from, so that would be great. Who's here with me today? I see a few of you. I just can't see your names yet. Type in your name, where you're from, who's here. While you're doing that, remember there's a hot seat opportunity. So if we have time for a hot seat at the end, I'll just, which I think we will today, I'll just say, hey, I'm going to bring you on screen. You will click, I'll give you a link that you can click on. You'll join on stage. You'll be able to ask your question and I'll solve that problem for you inside your CRMX, like inside CRMX, and show you how to do that. And if I have your CRMX account, I'll just jump into your account and do it for you right then. Okay. So let's do this. I have a thumbs up. I have a few people here with me, at least that I can see. So tell me where you're from, guys. I don't see any comments yet. Who's here with me so I know who we have? All right. Well, again, while you're typing that, I appreciate, I'm going to keep encouraging participation. So I know you're here, who I'm talking to. If you're a CRMX client or not, you can be both. Like it doesn't matter which one you are. I mean, stay here. I'm going to share my screen and we're going to learn some stuff together. I'm going to demonstrate how I'd use video in my follow-up, and without using any kind of advanced AI. I'm not talking about doing, although you can do that and that's pretty cool, but you can do some advanced AI wizardry where it like will customize the video for you. It'll kind of feel and look like you. It'll fill in the words and make your mouth move. Like it says, hi, my name, hey, if I was sending a video to Bob, I can actually customize that portion of it and AI will actually send the video. It looks like, hey, Bob, it's Brent with Solar Pros. It could do that. It won't look super official, but it'll look close and you could do that. But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about good old fashioned record a video and how to do follow-up and what you should say, why you should do it, all those things. All right. So here we go. Let's get started. Let me present my screen. And I think this will make sense for you as I show you kind of visually what we're wanting to accomplish here. Sharing my screen. If you guys would comment and let me know when you do see it, that would be fantastic. Sharing screen, window. Let's share this one here. Okay. You guys see my screen? It looks like I'm sharing it correctly, but just let me know. Please confirm if you are seeing that. That would be fantastic. All right, cool. Thank you. It just says Facebook user, so I'm sorry if I'm like, okay, Facebook user. It might be someone I know very good, but I just don't see you. So let me know who you are. All right. So we're gonna go over these questions. We'll start with the why, when, who, what, how, and I'm not just gonna go onto this mind map. I'm actually gonna dive into the CRM itself. Okay, and we'll walk through how I would do it here and what I would do, and make sure that you're clear on how I do video follow up inside of CRMX, and you can customize it how you want. So the why, I think it goes without saying that video is more personal, right? So it's personal. This is why we want to do video follow up. Personal converts better. And I'm talking that can be, it doesn't have to be just converts to sales. I'm talking whatever conversion rate you're looking for. So that could be from lead to appointment conversion. Um, that could be from appointment to close. That can be well, this also addresses when to follow up, by the way, naturally as I'm saying this. And what was I going to say? Okay, appointment set to sit rate, right? It'll increase that if you need to. You can use it in all kinds of different ways there. So, but the point is, it's going to convert better. Video is going to do that. You don't even have to be great at video. You just need to be able to be yourself on video. So it's okay to stutter. It's okay to say ums and it's okay to do all of those things as long as you're being yourself. Talk at a regular pace, and you'll get better and better at it anyways. What's great about video is it's not that hard to do with the device and technology that we have today. So it's not hard for me to put it on my phone, do a quick selfie. I might be even in the car before I go into the grocery store, to the gym, to another sales appointment. And I just know I need to follow up, but I haven't been able to get a hold of you, or I want to use a video for whatever reason. It's easy to record a video, and I'll show you the tools that I would use and recommend, and then go ahead and send a link to that video in your follow up. And then I'll show you the automations on how you can do it even easier. I'm also going to show you why video is powerful in a way to use it as a template follow up. You don't have to make a personalized video every time. So let's talk when we would do videos, and then the type of videos as well. I'm going to go over like when you want it personalized, or when you want to use a template, and I'll define what I mean by that in a minute here. Dana, what's going on? Thanks for being here. So here's what I mean. Let's go into, now you understand why. Let's go into when. Okay. So when do we want to send video? This is going to be, I would say, you can see a highly qualified lead that went unresponsive. So I mean lead. I'm talking technical right now. So not an appointment, not a sales appointment that you sat with, not a sales appointment that is pending. This is just a lead. It's before any of that. Like, you can see they're highly qualified. They've clicked on several things. You can see inside of your CRMX account, they're a hot lead. Their lead score is a 10 or more. And you're like, dang, if I could just get a hold of them or get them to respond. Well, that might be when it's time to send a video to them. Let them know who's behind all this. Hi, this is Brent with Solar Pros. You can see I've been trying to get a hold of you. I haven't been able to get a hold of you yet. So I thought I'd send you a video and let you know there's a real person behind here. Just let me know the best time to I can reach out, and let's get on a quick call to see if your home qualifies for solar. That's a pretty simple video. Okay. But it goes a long ways when they haven't been responsive, and all of a sudden they see this link with a preview of a video on it, and they're like, oh, what's that? Click, right? So it causes a little more, it's a pattern interrupt. It's a better way to get their attention. So that's highly qualified leads. The other ones are to confirm sales appointments. So you don't have to. I'm just giving you ideas of when. This would mean we just booked the appointment. I am, let's say I'm like, I pride myself on like getting all my appointments to show and ready to go. I might send a video to them before their appointment. It's after I booked it, or whoever booked it. I send a video, and I want to confirm the appointment plus pre-indoctrinate them on why they should show up their appointment, what we're going to be covering, and what that looks like. Now, this is actually automated inside of your CRMX account if you didn't know. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, ask support on this. But there it's built in. And let me show you. The video, I'm the one that recorded it. You could literally use this video out of the box. And because I keep it just generic enough that it's just for solar and it'll work. So here's the sales appointment video. Watch this video. If you, this is built into your account. I'm looking at a CRMX account right now. Now there's more. You can, you have to, we would put your colors on here. And then that, therefore, this is just out of the box. It's white on the background. So if it was black in the background, this would show up what I'm highlighting. Watch this video. But see, if I hit play on this, there's an actual video in, and I go through all these things to get them all excited to meet, talk about how net metering works, why it's even available to save money. I give them examples of bills all over the country, not just these are like California ones. You got Florida, you got some Texas ones, you got some more California. And then I even go into, hey, people are, so it's called credibility, people and social proof. Hey, governments, churches, schools, they're all using it. You've even seen these solar farms. Now it's your turn. Homeowners are using this. And if you're not using this, this is something you should consider. We're excited to meet with you. And if you haven't yet, go ahead and text or email your power bill. This will speed up the process. Looking forward to meeting with you, chat with you soon. That's that video. That's a standard video you can do. Okay. Now, if you're a CRMX client, let me know or let our team know. And if you want these slides, I'll give you the slide deck and you can customize it with your color and logo on it and record your own video using that same sequence. And you can just listen to this video and model the script I used and make your own. Put your own power bills in here if you're like, no, I just want only Florida power bills if you're in Florida or Texas or wherever, right? And then you can keep the rest the same. I would suggest you do that. And then text or email power bill, you would use, you know, whatever example you want to put in there. But and then you can remove any of these if you're not don't want to say no liens, because maybe you're selling a product that might have a lien. I don't know. And then but most products have all of the things I've listed in here. It pretty much covers any kind of financing. It doesn't promise anything. It's pretty generic. But if you want to be more specific for your audience, you can, guys. This is in your account already. It sends it during your follow-up to get people to convert to a showed lead. So confirm sales appointments, right? It's pretty powerful stuff, by the way. Let's see, I have Facebook comments here. My pleasure. Thanks for having me. Oh, okay, cool, Dana. All right. Yeah, no, I appreciate you guys being here. So far, if I was to stop right now and go deep into just that video I just showed you, that would be a huge win for you to understand how to use that video and to make sure people watch that video before your appointment. That's a massive win to use video in. That so much so that I did my own, you know, video for you because I knew how important it was, and I knew sales reps and business owners get busy, and even though they understand they should record a video right there and they don't, so I just went ahead and did it. So it's out of the box videos done for you. Who knew you can get done for you videos inside of CRMX at no extra cost? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, buy now. All right, so that's when. Another time is post sales appointment didn't close. Okay, so follow up then. Hey, I didn't close the deal. I want to follow up and keep it personal. So I'm talking something more like this. Hey, Bob, it's Brent. I had a great time meeting with you and Sherry, your wife. Appreciate you welcoming me into your home, assuming it's an in-home appointment. Wanted to reach out and review everything we covered today. So we talked about this, this, and this. I would just confirm everything that we just went over, all the main benefits, not necessarily features. I might point at a feature, but then immediate the benefit. Feature, benefit, 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 right? And then just remind them the next call to action you wanted them to take. So, hey, I know you said you wanted to review your financing options and you had some others you're meeting with. I would love the opportunity to see what we can do for you and make sure it's comparable, whatever. I'm making up some dumb script right now, but essentially you would want to send it then. This is the when you should send it after that appointment. That goes a long ways, and you'll start noticing. And guys, these are 2 minutes or less videos. It doesn't take you long, and it's going to save you if you did it for your post sales appointment that didn't close. It's going to save you at least 3 to 5 more deals per year, at least. And it doesn't sound like a lot, but 5 deals times, let's say your average commission's $4,000. Would you be willing for 20 grand a year to record a few videos after your appointments? The answer should probably be yes. Okay. So you can do this again in the car. Doesn't have, these are not fancy videos. They don't have slides, in other words. It's just you following up with your voice and your face. Okay. It works quite well. You can grab a link. I'll show you how you can grab a link off the tools I like to use and then just put it in the text message. Okay. So we're not even talking about recording a video from your photos on your phone, like an iPhone. You'd attach like a video and put it in the text message. You could do that as well, but I'm talking about even an easier, better way for you to do it. Cool. One last one is your long-term follow-up. There's several places you can do this. Mm, I would wait. This is where I would wait until lead score. Okay, lead score is at 7 plus. Okay, so wait till their lead score. And in CRMX, that's already built in. I'm not going to go into lead scoring, but just know that it's there. I think we did one of our first cash clinics on lead scoring, in fact. But you can go back and watch that or watch the tutorials on lead scoring. And you can organize your leads by lead score and then just do a follow-up based off. So this can be all your leads and long-term follow-up at all. You're going to wait till they hit a lead score. Then you can choose to send a video. Hey, Bob, it looks like we met quite a ways back. In fact, and you can look at their paper trail inside of CRMX if you have that, and you can say, it looks like we met like back in May. It wasn't a good fit at the time. I'm following up to check in with you again. You said you were moving soon. Wanted to see if you got into your new home yet and see if we can get you solar in that home. I'm here for you. Just letting you know I'm checking in with you. Have a great weekend. That's it. That would be a video follow-up. Now, again, it's not like you're putting tons of time into this every single day, but per week, if you are using our long-term follow-up and all the follow-up built inside of CRMX, this is automatically happening. The only thing you need to do is pay attention when it's time to send a video, and then you record a quick video, and you can keep the script pretty much standard every time. The other time you can use it in long-term follow-up, besides just the lead score, is when somebody replies back, right? So now in your long-term follow-up, somebody actually replies and says, yes, I would love to meet with you. I would love to get a new proposal for my home. This is a common one. We just got a new EV, like electric vehicle, or we got a Tesla. They'll name the model they got. We got a Tesla, and it's time for us to reassess solar for our home. And you could reply with a video, which is highly personal. You say, hey, Bob, thanks so much for letting me know. Congrats on the Tesla. I'm happy that you reached out to me. I appreciate that. I'm going to go ahead and give you a call here in a minute or whenever, or let me know the best time to call you. But I would just say, I'm going to give you a call later this evening and let's go over the details and I'll get that proposal customized for you. Sound good? All right. I'll chat with you soon. My number is this. Be ready to pick up be looking for my number. That's how I would do that script. Okay. And then now those follow-ups are so much more powerful with somebody who replied saying, hey, I'm interested. Those are probably my favorite to send a video to, because they're literally over time responding to long-term follow-up. They're raising their hand. And now I can get the most out of that hand raise by simply sending a video and getting them more excited, more anticipation building up, because now you confirmed their anticipation. You got to be more excited. Okay. You could even throw in some teasers in there if you have a current promotion going on, or, hey, for instance, hey, Bob, what a great time to reach out. We actually have $1,000 cashback incentive. So we're going right now until the end of the month for Black Friday. So I'd hurry and I'll hurry and get it on this as quickly as possible. And let's see if we can get you solar, but not just that, we can lock you in for that cashback incentive. It's pretty cool. Make sense? So that's how I would script these types of things. So now we've talked about the when and kind of the what to say. Who, just to make sure I address the obvious, these are closers or setters. Both can be using it. So I would be using, if I'm a setter and I'm trying to book appointments and get them to show up, and you can see just to push them over the edge, that you is there a way that you can create a template or a personalized video that would get them to show up to that appointment and really confirm? Or is there a better way? Maybe it's a video to finally get them to reply to you. Like I said, they showed interest before, but they just kind of went dark for a bit. Maybe a quick video would do the trick. Okay. Especially when it's a time for you in your calling and you're like, there's not as many leads coming in, or you're doing more follow-up right then. It's okay to record a few videos. You're going to get a better response rate out of it. Okay. Closers, I think that's more obvious. That's more who I was talking to here. But just make sure that's who should be doing videos. This isn't like an office admin person or the owner or anything like that. So we talked about some what, but let me talk about how to personalize, or like when I would personalize it compared to using a template. Template is defined as one-time recording, send to multiple people, right? That's what I'm talking here. This is a unique video each time. Send one unique video per person, to each person, right? So this takes more time, personalized. This takes less time. So a lot less time if you can make it a template version of it. Okay. Now, that's what I mean by that. So sometimes what in this process over here, you see like personalized or template in these long-term follow-ups, if they reach a lead score of 7, you can send them to a template. You don't have to make it personalized if you don't want to. Okay. If you have plenty of time, I would start with everything being personalized with video. But if you're like, no, I want to streamline this process, I want my reps being efficient, I want me to be efficient as a rep if I'm one, well, then I would use templates in spots where it's happening all the time. It's the same process. Hey, if they hit a 7+, we send this video. It's the same script every time. So that video, instead of saying, hey, Bob, just saying, hey, I noticed that, and then you go into the script. You don't have to say their name. Okay. Hey, it's Brent over at Solar Pros. Wanted to touch base with you real quick. I noticed you replied to this. Getting back to you, blah, 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 blah. Right. You can say, I noticed you replied to a recent message from us. You can say message, and it could have been an email or a text. Doesn't matter. Right. So there's things you can do to make this a template version and send them to that video, and it gets them it still feels better. They still see the person. It still converts better. It still feels personal, even though they might notice it's more or less a template. They still feel like, hey, there's a real person behind this. Make sense? All right. I hope this has been helpful so far. You guys want to raise your hand and let me know? I'm gonna check this out. I got wine with me today. Is that okay? That offend anybody that I'm drinking wine on an informal CRMX cash clinic? I'm probably gonna have somebody like critique how I'm drinking my wine. Like I'm supposed to hold it down here or something, right? And I'm supposed to like swirl it, smell it, sip it, and do something like swish it in my mouth, and I'm supposed to get the best taste out of it. Is that how that works? Or just guzzle it? Hey, there's nothing wrong with relaxing a little bit on a Wednesday night. I thought I'd change it up today. Um, so any other questions before I go into the technical side, guys? Because this is where it gets a little overwhelming. Like no matter what I do, once I go into building this and showing you how to do it, it gets a little overwhelming. It's exciting, but it gets a little overwhelming. So questions right now would be a good time to ask those questions. Do you want to type them in? Type in any questions. And please, as the questions come up, guys, please just ask them right then. So in these little paused moments, I can look over and see your questions. All right. I'll wait a couple more seconds here. And while you're typing your questions, if you have any, and I'll pop back over to answer the questions. Okay. So again, if you're not a CRMX user, look at the little scrolling banner down below the video here, and you can get a free trial at crmxfreetrial.com. Okay. Let's do the how. Let's get into the how. Dana, none at this time. Going to sign up for the trial. Yeah, cool. Yeah, go sign up for the trial. It's real simple. There's 2 versions of it. The pro version's plenty to get a look at everything. If you're certain you want it, I would just upgrade to extreme immediately. It's only $299 a month. But hey, I get it. Like I'm probably more like you or most of you, where you're like, well, let me just see it first and get the experience out of it. Every free trial we treat like a new client. You'll be treated like family. So you're going to get somebody to reach out and say, let me get you onboarded. Let me help you out. Let me get you going. Here's where to start. You'll get a quick start guide and all that fun stuff. So just expect that and be responsive so we can help you out. Um, all right. So the how, ladies and gentlemen, the how. Um, Dana, that's fine. That if there's only 3 of you on the team, that's no big deal. So it's not a per user cost. So it's pretty much unlimited. You don't have unlimited users overall. You have 20 users on our minimum on the pro account versus 50 on the extreme. But we don't have anybody as of right now that we charge per user just because that's what we want to avoid. We don't want to be the that CRM. I hated this where I'm like, cool, I have 3 people, for instance, and I'm gonna grow, but man, you almost want to avoid growing for how expensive your CRM gets per user. It's like $35 a month or $50 a month per user per month, right? And it can get crazy. So what we've done with you can have a small team or a large team. It's pretty much the same price, and it doesn't really matter. It's not a per user cost. Hopefully that makes sense. And most of our clients are small teams. They're anywhere from 3 to 5 people on their team. And then we do have a few clients where they have 50 to 60 users on their account, and that works great for them as well. All right, let's see the how. Now, my favorite tool is Loom. If you go to loom.com, you're going to see this. I'll have to show. Let's going to log into mine. So go to loom.com, okay? Loom.com. And I'm already logged in, so I'm not going to go there. But like, you're going to have, you can sign up for a free account. You can keep it free forever if you want. You'll just be limited on some additions, and it's not expensive anyways. And it has some AI built in, which is kind of nice. And I don't mean it'll create videos for you, but I mean it'll like summarize your video for you. It'll transcribe it. It'll do things on the paid version of it. I use the paid version of it because we use it with in our team, with follow up, with sales, all kinds of stuff. But so I use Loom. But here's after you get your whether you pay for it or your free one or not. I'm on Chrome, or I'll show you 2 versions. See up here? Oh, no, you won't see this. Up at the top above the window you're seeing, like here's my the mouse up above here. I have a shortcut on my Mac. So it has a Mac download where I can click this little star looking thing. Or you can see this. Oh, no, you can't because the I love FU money thing is blocking it. Here. Let's see if I can get this to there we go. See this right here? This is the star on a Chrome browser, so it has a Chrome plugin. Look how easy is it for me to or it is for me to record. Click. There's my face. It pops down in the corner. See that? I know the mic is on. You don't even have to share your face, but that's the whole point of a video. If you're trying to share your screen, maybe on the proposal view review, I might do that. A good way to use Loom, I always did was when I had a proposal and I'm following up with them, and I'll tease them with a proposal if it's pre-appointment. I'm like, hey, I got your proposal ready. Check it out. And I'm scrolling through it on a video. That'll help them be like, oh, hey, yeah, I want to show up and talk to you about this. Or afterwards, I'm showing and following up with them and like, remember, please review this. They didn't close, but I want to re-anchor the benefits of my proposal. I'm going to use that as a visual, and then I'm going to send them the video, right? Okay. So I'm here. You are. I'm share. Let's say I'm sharing my screen in this case. You don't have to share a screen, by the way. You can just say video only, like camera only, and it'll just do the camera. So you're good. It'll just be you recording like this, and it will once you send it, it'll just be the video that you sent. So that's fine too. Or again, you can say screen, and you hit start recording. So check it out, and it'll just say, hey, choose what you want to share. I'm just gonna say entire screen. Boom. It's recording right now. I'm recording my video. Blah, 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 blah. That's my expert script for you right there. Blah, 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 blah. And so from here, you say, great, I'm done. Let's say it's been a minute or however long. It's not just 15 seconds, but I'm going to hit stop. Check how easy this is using the right tools. So there's the video. I can play and review it. I can see it uses Loom AI. It'll like do cool stuff for you. It'll transcribe it for you, the summary down here, if you wanted it to. But the main thing that I just want to use it for in sales, it's not all the little AI features. It's this. I just want a fast way to share the video with somebody without having to wait for it to upload and send via text message. It uploads quickly here. I hit, there's a share thing. Don't even hit that. Just hit this link, copy link, done. And then I paste it into my text message follow up or my email. And I hit send. And then the reason I use Loom on the back end is it will tell you when it has been viewed. If they happen to have a Loom account, which now and again I see people have a Loom account, and it'll tell you if they're a Loom user and they're logged in, it'll tell you their name just watched that, or it'll say somebody just viewed your video. You can have it notify you. Okay. And voila, now you know they even watched it in your follow up. So that's nice. It gives you an idea of who's actively engaging with your follow up videos. Cool. That's Loom. Now, how do you go about automating? Let me address one more. Sorry. Landing pages. What do I mean by landing pages? Well, I remember I talked about templates. Well, you can use a template Loom that's just a generic one, and you can just share that same link right here with everyone that you follow up with, and it's just generic Loom that you shared. That's fine. But I'm actually thinking, you know what? What if I did this? Created a landing page and I upload the Loom video here because by the way, in Loom, a paid version, you can also download the video. I need to refresh it to make it downloadable. Watch. Okay, there we go. Oops. I go here and I say download video. It downloads it. Then I would go into, let's say I was editing this page. I'd go in here and I would upload the page. So let me show you how I do that inside of CRMX. Just need to edit this page. So for you CRMX users, this is a little quick tutorial also on editing a landing page that you have going. Not how to create one necessarily, but editing one. So here's the landing page. In fact, I am gonna show you how to edit. I'm gonna just put a black background so we can see the words on this. There we go. See that? And then you're like, but how do I get this video right here? And it's using a template. So I've recorded on Loom, I downloaded it, but like, well, how do I get it to show up on a landing page so I can just use this as a template? And all I do is share a link to this landing page every time. Okay. The benefit over the landing page versus Loom, by the way, is that you can put in here like all this information below the video. I could put testimonials, my 5-star reviews, and I could put all this it just becomes a mini sales page in your follow up. You can do that as well. You can put calls to action. If this is a follow up after you've contacted them, you can't get a hold of them. It's a follow up, just let them know, and it has a book your sales appointment button right here. You can do all kinds of ideas here, okay, to automate your follow-up process using templates and landing pages. So right here is called, if I get rid of this, or if I want to add a video, I'm just going to add a video below this. Okay. I click this little plus button around. These are called elements. I grab the video. I'm like, yep, that's the one I want to add. Now that there's no video attached, it's just a video element waiting for me. So on the right, when I did that, it showed the options for my video. See, I'm on the video. It has all these options. If I scroll down, video type. Well, you could just put a custom embed. Watch. I don't even have to download that video. I could upload it, by the way. I could upload it, but I don't even have to download it. I could say share, embed, responsive. I just leave it like that. Copy embed code. Let's see if this works. It should work. Put it here. Hit save. Save. Now if I preview that, yep, there's the video. I know I didn't remove this one, guys, but there's my video. It's Loom still, right? It's showing Loom, but it's embedded on my landing page as a template now. And now I can just send this to anybody and everybody with all my calls to action, a cool headline up at the top. I can have it branded on this page and look good. So Loom, I would use 90% of the time. When it comes to Loom, can be treated in a way, it can be branded. See, I have a logo here. I have a title here. You can even put calls to action in a Loom. Did you know that? You can do, where is that? Under edit, right here. Okay. I can say it, and again, this is actually in the paid version, but add link. And look at that. This is going to link to Whimsical Map because I'm in Whimsical, the mind map tool I'm using. So, book your appointment. And I can say, oh, I don't want it in the top right. I want it in the bottom right. And it puts it down there. I can say, but I don't want that color. I want it to be blue, and save. So now when I share this, they can book the appointment. Book your appointment now, and it goes to the link, whatever I assigned it to. So I'm not saying don't use Loom because it's actually probably easier to do that. But now and again, there's a template version that I want very specific. I want testimonials. I want all kinds of stuff on this page. Well, you can, and you can embed your Loom, or you can just upload the Loom video. I didn't show you that. Let me show you that version. Instead of doing custom embed, just say hosted video. CRMX, did you know that it can host your videos like unlimited amount? So like select video. I can upload it here to the platform. Is this it? Is this my, nope. How about this one? Nope. Downloads. I'll do this one right here. Let's see how this one is. Yep. So I can upload it like this. It's going to upload the video. I'm not going to wait for this, guys, and it'll upload here. Then I end up selecting that video and we're good to go. Okay. So I'm going to go back. I'm not going to wait for it, but let's pretend it's the video I wanted. I would just grab it, the selected video, boom. And then it shows up just like this one. See how this one I used Vimeo, but it'll show up like you can do a hosted video right there. So there's how you do it, guys. That's how you create a landing page video. And then now what you can do, what I'm trying to get you to is automating your video follow-up, right? Well, check this out. How do you automate your video follow-up? You simply say, you want to define your sales process of when you're going to follow up. And then you're going to define what's going to trigger that follow-up. So like when I do this, go ahead and send a link to this video in a text message to them or an email. Okay. Let's look at it that way. So I'm going to give you a simple example. Every time I meet with somebody and it's a post appointment did not close, post appointment did not close, I want every one of them to receive the same video where I talk about the benefits of solar and what the next steps should be. Let's just say that was the case. Now, I would only recommend this for your standard. It's the same process. Like these types of no's are, let me think about it essentially. And so this would be the same video I would send to almost anybody. Hey, I know as you said you wanted some time to mull this over. It's a big decision. I agree. You have a script for that. You record that video once and now you put it on this landing page. But now you're like, well, I want it to be automated. And again, you can apply this to any scenario. So let me show you how I would set up the automation. It's pretty cool. So here we go from scratch. Let's build it. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is, well, actually, this is not the first thing I'm going to do, but I'm going to go ahead and name this. I'm going to say video follow-up. I'm going to name it whatever. Video follow-up post appointment didn't close. So I know that's the name here. So video follow-up post appointment didn't close. And you can name it where it's really, you can make several of these. Video follow-up post didn't close. You can say this is my generic video follow-up, right? Like, and you could probably create several of these if you want. I've never done it that way, but just thinking off the top of my head, talking to spouse, moving soon, all these things. You can actually make a follow-up specific to each one and disposition them that way. Hey, I know you said you're moving soon and it feels more personal, but either way, and then you could pre-record those videos according to that objection. Got it? So let's just talk. This is a generic. I'm thinking about it. Give me a day or two to just sleep on it and let's go from there. All right, cool. By the way, I'm going to stop real quick just for fun, but also to point out to all you hardcore closers listening to this. Look, guys, I get it. Oh, well, if you have to send a video, you're not doing your job. Oh boy, you're arrogant. You should be closing these deals. Like, it's not worth your time to follow up with people if you didn't close. They're never going to close if you don't close them right now. Really? Is that why we've all known for ages the people that make billions of dollars make all their money in follow up? Is that why? Is that why they have that saying called the fortunes in the follow up? I've never heard a term, because it's not true, that the fortune is in the one sit close. Never heard of it. Never ever heard of it. The fortune is not in the one sit close. That's just your initial money is in the one sit close. Certainly get a close if you can and the one sit. That's great. Good for you. The fortunes on top of that is in the follow up. So, what I'm showing you is don't let all those weird excuses come to your head. And certainly don't come to me or post back. I've get this too many times. Oh, but I had that, and because I followed up, they canceled their appointment, or because of this, da, da, da. Guys, you don't have any stats until you come to me with at least 2,000 attempts where you have statistically proven and shown and split tested that that doesn't work for you. That is just an idea in your head that's been planted by your trainer or yourself that out of the few times you tried it, it failed. Statistically, follow up is always going to be the way to go. Video follow up that we're going over is just going to help you more. Okay. So, taking a step off the soapbox now, but I just don't. I know people won't even. I'm trying to hopefully, I'm letting you see and persuading you just enough to be like, okay, I'm open to this. If I did do this, how would I go about automating it? Okay. So here we go. I'm not going to worry about a trigger right now. I'm not going to add trigger. You could add cool little customized triggers. That means, hey, when this happens, that's a trigger. When, hey, when they click this, or when they fill out this form, or when this happens, go ahead and trigger this. I'm not even going to worry about that right now. I'm just going to say, when they reach this, I'm going to add somebody manually into this workflow when I follow up. I just want this to happen. I would wait. This is exactly how I do it. Wait. And I always call it, I just name this wait for appropriate time. Appropriate time in this world just means wait 1 minute, but do an advanced window. And it can be any day, but um, don't send it any earlier than 9 a.m. My local app time. My app is programmed to my time. Remember that. So it doesn't say central time. You can't choose central versus Eastern or anything. It's just based on your app's program time, which should be your local time for your company. You can change that. Then I don't want to send this any later though, just in case I met with them at like 7:30 at night or 8. I'm fine with sending it at like 8:30, but no later than like 8:30 at night. Okay. So this doesn't get triggered very late. Got it? So in other words, if I do add them to this post appointment didn't close generic follow up, and I happen to be up late trying to figure out how I want to follow up with my people, and I add them to this, it's not going to suddenly send it at 10 p.m. when I added them here. It's going to wait till the next morning at 9. Okay. So it's smart enough to do that. So you just programmed it. Congratulations. With that little timer, you're programming it to be smart and not contact people at the wrong time. Okay. Now, what do you want to do? Well, I want to send just a text message in this case. I want to say, hi, custom values, not the full name, just don't use username. I've seen people do that. User is your name. You, the user. You don't want to say hi to yourself. Contact name, first name. Got it? Hi, Bob, if it's Bob. It's you could put your name, but here I would put for this so it works across for any user logged in. It's with and then your company name Solar Kings. And you could put a solar name here, but I mean if your company name's not going to change, so you can just type it right in. So hi Bob, it's Brent with Solar Kings. Um it was a pleasure sitting down with you to review your solar savings proposal. I know this is not spelled right. And by the way, I might just use ChatGPT to write this for me. I might write my best one, paste it in ChatGPT, and say, give me a couple other options on how this might look or sound, and tell it how I want it to sound. And it might do a better job than I'm writing it. But I'm going to start with this. It's a pleasure sitting down with you to review your solar savings proposal. Um, I know you are taking a moment to review everything before moving forward. That's why I made this video to help you, to help remind you of the main benefits and everything you're getting. You'll get. I know that's not the perfect script, guys. I'm just typing it off the top of my head. And then um, click to watch. It's only like 2 minutes. And I always tell them how long the video is so they don't feel like they're committing about to click to commit to a 5 minute video or something or 10 minutes where they're like, I don't have that long. But if it's like only it's under 2 minutes, it's under 2 minutes. And then I put the link here. And again, this is a generic link. So this is a link to my landing page. Okay. So I could, if this was real, I would grab this link right here, copy. I'm hitting copy on my clipboard right there. Okay. A clip, and then I paste that link right here. I can also use, if I don't want this big long link, I know this is not a real link, but still, if I didn't want that long of a link, I could also use what's called a trigger link, and it can shorten it up and it allows you to do other things with it. But let's just, for the sake of simplicity, um, chat with you in a couple days. Boom. And then that's it. This is your follow up. Hit save. Got it? So now this is going to wait. If I add somebody to this workflow, it's going to wait for the appropriate time, between 9 and 8:30, 9:30 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. local time. And then it's going to send a text message to them. I could do other things too. I could say, oh, I also want to make a note. This is good for administrative work. Added to um, post appointment follow up, to automated post appointment follow up. Um, you know, didn't close, generic, whatever the name of this is. The point is it just gives a good paper trail that has a timestamp on it, and when it got added, when you added them there. Then you could also say, oh, I also, because I'm updating them now, because I'm sending them into the post appointment didn't close, in CRMX, guys, this is already set up for you to disposition your leads, but let's pretend it's not, and you just want to know how to update your sales pipeline after you disposition as a follow-up. Post appointment didn't close. Well, guess what? The sales stage that I would update them to, it can create or update an opportunity, and I would go to my sales pipeline and I would say, well, this person, look, appointment kept, follow-up. I want to put them in that stage. I would keep the opportunity name the same, which means I just don't put anything here. It'll inherit whatever names it's already been given. I leave these blank as well. It'll inherit those things, and I keep it open status, and we're good. So now I can and I'd turn this on just in case you have additional stages in your pipeline. Allow it to move to appointment kept, following up. Hit save. So now it's not just sending them a video. It's also doing admin work for you. It made a note. It's updating your opportunity. Oh, one more thing. If you just sat with them, right? Why not update the appointment status? They don't have to go in for reporting purposes, and you want to see how many appointments actually sat or didn't sit or whatever. Well, guess what? You can just come in here and you put it as showed. So now later when you're trying to report, it's done. So I just did one. I timed it right. I sent the right message to a template using video follow-up, and I did 3 administrative tasks in one click. Pretty cool. So hit publish, save, done. And if you wanted people to be able to re-enter this in a future, you can turn allow re-enter on. In this case, I might not. I just keep it like this. And we're good to go. You just created an automated workflow that allows you to send a text at the appropriate time, just a generic follow-up, assuming they said to get back to follow up with them in a couple of days. Cool. So now what do I do? How do I trigger this? I go to a contact record. Tony Stark looks like the guy I was meeting with, right? Or let's do, Tony Stark. So Tony Stark, how do I add? I just met with Tony. I'm like, I could do this from my phone too. The phone app, we have an iOS and Android app. If you haven't downloaded that, just go to whatever app store and go to CRMX and you'll find it. It's like a white icon with a red X in the middle of it. Okay. And you download it, and you can do this from there as well. But see, I'm on Tony's record right here. Guess what? I can just do this. I can come down to workflow campaigns or / workflows. They're the same thing. And I say add. What do I want to add them to? Well, the one I just built. So I'll type in the word generic because that's the one word. And you could, of course, depending on how you like to name things, the naming conventions, you just use the naming conventions that's easy for you to type in. I hit this and I say add. Now it's not going to send a text because there is no phone number for Tony Stark. But if there was, and this account was not just a sandbox account, a play account, then it would send a text and you would see it right here because it's before 8:30 local time. It would wait 1 minute and then it would send it. But let's go back to your automation and see if that's really the case. So now I'm going to go to where to go right here. You can see there's one person in there. And look, it's showing I'm pending for the appropriate time. There's a contact record right there. You see that? And check it out. Tony Stark's waiting. And then once the appropriate time or this 1 minute timer, because it's about to kick off, it still won't work. This SMS won't go out because I don't have the phone number, but it's going to attempt to. So I just automated that process. And now, I mean, look how easy that is. Every sit I have, I just go in, I grab their name. I could even do several of them. I'd be like, you know what? I just met with 3 people today. Add, I could do it in bulk right here. Another way to do it, add to the workflow, type in to the workflow I want, say add them all at once, just wants a description, add to post appointment, follow up. It doesn't matter. This is just a description for the internal system, add to campaign, and check that out. I just followed up with 3 people, sent them a follow up video that I've pre recorded as a template. We're good to go. It's really fast. So you can see how, and then also, again, it updated my pipeline. So it updated, look how, see, it added Tony Stark to my pipeline. It's about to add these other ones in 1 minute. It'll like trigger everything for us. And so it did that. If I go to Tony Stark's record, check out what else it did. It made that note, added to, oh, it looks like I have a misspelling in there. Added to automated post appointment follow up, didn't close, generic. It shows that the opportunity was created right here. And I can view that opportunity. What else did I tell it to do? I think it sent a text, added, and then updated the pipeline, right? So yeah, it did all the stuff for me. I didn't have to, I can just move on and keep following up, keep showing up to my sales appointments. This is the power of automated follow-up. This is the power of CRMX. And when you're doing things and you just get used to this rhythm of like, okay, I have a thing that's repetitive. I bet I can automate this. I have some videos that are repetitive. I tend to send the same script to everyone at this stage of the sale. I might as well just use automated video follow-up. In this case, I'm just going to send a video follow-up, a manual video follow-up. So last thing I want to show you, because we have some time right now. I'm really hoping this is helpful. Let me know. Give me a thumbs up or something if this is helping you think creatively or even do this exact process. Let me know. One other way that I would use this then, what about for those that are not custom, or excuse me, that are custom? It's this one right here. It's personalized. You're not going to send them to a landing page. You just want to send them a video via text with a link to the Loom video. What's like, is there a way I could add some kind of automation or remind myself when it's time to do that? The answer is yes. So even though you can't automate the video creation or like put it in a template, you can automate the task assignment to remind you to go ahead. It's time to send a video to them. Okay. So here's what I would do, especially if you have a sales team that's just like you want them to follow the exact process and you want everybody using the same standard operating procedures, the same SOPs. This is a great way to do it. Okay. You just outline the process, automate it, and then you make sure everybody's following the same scripts, the same follow-ups. Good. Especially, and this really applies to setters, guys. To if you have a setter team and you want them following that same process. I just bumped my mic. I want to make sure you guys are hearing me okay. Hello, hello. Yeah, okay. You guys should be hearing me still. Good. Let's see. What was I saying? Automation. So let's just automate the task reminder to follow up with a video, but it's just an automated task. So before I do that, cheers, sip. I'm pretty sure this is making me think even better. God knows I need all the help I can, right? All right. So let's automate the process of okay, this is going to be a manual personalized follow-up, but I want a reminder. All right, cool. So reminder to send video follow-up. Great. I'm going to let's see, is field. Oop, mm, I'm going to say when my lead score gets to a 7 or more, greater than 7, remind me to send a video follow up. Does that sound good? So let's do that. So I am going to go to, where is it? Contact changed. Um, I need to say, well, what in the contact changed? And I'm going to say, well, a field. And this one's called lead score. So I'm just going to type in score. See this right here? Lead score. This is built into your app already. Okay. And then I'm going to say has changed or has changed to. And I can put a certain number or I can say has changed. And then I can say, let's see. Mm, I thought, hold on a second. I thought we could say is greater than. Let me just double check. Has changed. Oh, I thought I could say is greater than. That's just listen. So this is how I do it. Lead score has changed to 7. Um, you can do different variables. In this case, I might be thinking about this wrong, but off the top of my head, this is how I would automate it right off the bat. I wanted to say 7 or more. Okay, that's what I was looking for, if you're wondering, but it's not giving me that option on how I have this set up. So my way around this, by the way, is saying contact reach. I can just type in reached lead score 7. Doesn't really matter. I can also add more triggers to this. I can keep doing that and say an 8, a 9, a 10, it doesn't matter. But if they've reached a 7, then that's when you're going to do another video follow up. And then you can say reached a 9 or a 10 or 11 or a 15 or whatever. You can just, it just keeps adding scores to them the more that they do. By the way, where this lead score is coming from is they've done certain actions. The contact has opened emails, clicked on emails, replied to emails, replied to text messages, and they're getting points. And as soon as they reach 7, that means they're becoming a hot lead. During when a hot lead is hot, guess what would be a good idea? Send them a personalized video. So I just want a reminder, please, when it's time, remind me to send a personalized video. Okay, how would I go about that? They reached a 7. Let's go like this. Let's do some admin work first. Uh, reached a 7 or lead score. Yeah, lead score 7. I don't know. I just want to know that um that's what I want to know, and then I'll say triggering a reminder task to send video follow up. So it's just a reminder. There's a paper trail saying, hey, this happened. And I did trigger a reminder to send a video follow up. That's useful. If I come back to that record later and say, did I ever send a video follow up? I wonder. And you can just make note of it. Good. All right. This one, you would say you can do tasks. So add task. All right. Great. The title of the task is send personalized video follow up. Right? Great. And you could say they reached a 7 lead score. Send personalized video follow up using this script. Remember, I said you want to follow the same SOPs for everybody. And then I would put the link to the Google Doc. Let's say this was a Google Doc. I know it's not. Let's pretend this is a Google Doc link. I'm just giving you an idea. I'd click here. Oop, wrong one. Sorry, wrong thing. And then I put that link right here. So I'm really systemizing this. So you guys follow? So send a task or create a task and make sure they follow this script. Great. They reach lead score this. And if you wanted to in the task, because sometimes it's easier just to have their information right within the task, you could put the contact's full name, their phone number. It's not necessary, but I'm just showing you how I could put their phone number or in their email or whatever else I wanted to put in there. That's a quick reference. Okay. You can put their address, anything else. It's just anything we've collected on and you can put in there. Assigned to the contact's assigned user. Or if there's one person on your team that does all video follow-ups, you could do that. You can assign it to a specific person. And I would just say do in one day. Okay. So now you got a task made. What's one more thing? Well, even though there's a task, I know it's helpful if I'm the user to get a text message notification. So I'm going to say send internal notification, SMS to the assigned user. I don't need to use a template. I'm just going to go ahead. I should have copied this in the first place. I should have said, I'm just copying the same information. Now let me go back to adding this notification. SMS signed user, paste. I pasted it. And I should, instead of saying they, I'll say this is a text message. So they're not in the app. So this name just, so this, if it was Bob Smith, it would say Bob Smith just reached a 7 lead score or lead score 7, whatever you want to, however you want to phrase that. Send a personalized video follow up using the script. And then I would put their email, their phone number here, just in case that's easier for the user to just write off their text message, receive this, save, save. So now this is automated. When the trigger is you don't have to do anything. You don't have to add anybody here manually. Like the last automation, you could just say, hey, when they reach a lead score 7, make a note, add a task. So inside my app, I see the task, and then just remind me via text message. I'll make sure and follow the script, record the video, and send it to them. I know what to do there. Ta-da, done. So you have now how to use video follow-up, guys. Automate the process in 2 different ways. I showed you a template version and keep it personalized. And if you're wondering where tasks are, you can go to your dashboard to find the tasks, and that's nice and simple. And you can add that here, and that task could be found, and you can look them up and filter by all, pending, due dates. You can filter by all users. If you're an admin, you can say all users, or if it's just you as a user logged in, it'll just be your name. And you can see all your tasks, and you can click on them. And from the phone app, you can see your tasks as well. Okay, so if you are going to use automated tasks, I just advise you to make sure you are in the habit every day, just like checking your inbox for a new message, you'd be checking for new tasks. Good. All right, I'm going to open it up. Any hot seat available? What do you guys want me to cover for you right now? I have 12 minutes to solve a problem for you. Who wants to be on the hot seat? This is what I'll do. I'm going to put the link in the comments of StreamYard right here. I'm going to put the link. You are going to click on that link, and the first person to click on this link is going to be the guest. I say click on the link. You can copy and paste it as well. So if you're in Facebook, you should look in the comments of this live video, and there will be a link that says StreamYard.com with some long link. In StreamYard itself, right here in the chat, you'll see the link. And on YouTube, you'll see a comment. If you happen to be on YouTube, that's very rare. You can see a comment. I'm going to bring you on as a hot seat if you want to. Not everyone, every time do we do a hot seat, but I have time. Let me know what you want to do here, and I will solve that problem for you. If I can, I'll do my best. And I'm going to take a sip of wine. I'll be notified when you ask to join. I'll see you in the backstage here, and I just bring you on stage. So click the link, fill out the information it asks for. It should ask for your name or something, and then join. And then I'll see you when you join in here, and I'll welcome you in on stage. You can turn your camera off if for some reason you're not in a position to put the camera on, but you just voice. It's no different than like a Zoom or a Google Meet. You can just camera off, and I'll still talk with you and solve the problem. Come on, y'all. Somebody join me. Even if you just want to join me and come say hi and drink some wine with me. Dun dun. Yes, no, maybe so. Not see anybody. Not yet. You guys need a link? You can comment and let me know. Hey, I can't find the link or whatever else. I see several of you here still. All right. Any problems? It doesn't have to be about, should have said this, remind you again. It does not have to be about what we covered today. It could be, hey, I have CRMX and I'm just looking to see if I can like do a different round robin. How do I schedule that? Or for my closers, or how do I send a text message again? Or what's the best way to send a bulk text message or email? Or how do I build a general marketing funnel? Like, where do I go to build that? Or can I build a website? Answer is yes. Trying to give you ideas, spur some ideas here. All right, I'll give it one more minute. And then if nobody wants to be on the hot seat, that's totally fine. We'll go ahead and end today's cash clinic. So one more minute before we end. Dun, dun. Oh, take the opportunity to say, hey, if you're here and you haven't done your free trial yet to CRMX, you just happen to be here, go to CRMX freetrial.com. CRMX freetrial.com. Dana, glad you were here. Thanks for being here. I see your comment. Looking forward to the next one. No questions right now. Dana, we do these every week for CRMX users, and then I just invite the public if they want to attend. I mean, I'm a marketer. I like marketing, right? I like generating, but these are for CRMX users primarily. So that's all we do is every Wednesday now. It's brand new. We do these cash clinics, how to use CRMX to make more cash, right? And we do a different topic. Let's see what's next. If you go to crmxcashclinic.com, what's next? So next Wednesday, we're going to go over email marketing power, like how to unlock more sales with simple, effective emails. So a lot of people think email marketing is dead. Is it less effective than it was 10 years ago or 20 years ago? Well, yeah, but that's like anything, but definitely not dead. Statistically speaking, people email actually transactionally with money and contracts. Email is still the primary, the leading um, medium that people use to transact with each other, like money or commitments or like proposals. And I know that we're not taking money in solar, for instance, but like you still have signed contracts and things, or people confirming that they're ready to go. Email is still the primary way people do that. Text message is coming up behind it, but not still email. It still feels the safest way to do things when it comes to safety and transactional. Isn't that crazy? I know it'll be a couple more generations before that probably loses the first number one rank, but still, it's the first one. So don't think email marketing is useless. I've closed some of my highest commissions using emails. Okay. So in fact, two of my highest commissions, I got a hold of them via email and I was sending them texts and everything, and they replied via email first. So it's definitely worth using and understanding how to use email in a powerful way. So we're going to go over that next time. That's it. And then you'll see this get updated as well. If you're not registered, you only have to register once, guys. If you're not registered, just enter your details. You can opt out at any time, right? Like it's just to remind you each week as we get on the cash clinic, you'll get a reminder. We also include a little opt out link. So it's easy for you to just click and say, no, I'm done going to the cash clinics. It just makes it easy for you. But I'd recommend you come to these like for at least a few months, your first time as a user, and then check in every now and again and have check in on a cash clinic if you want to learn something new. So that's it, guys. I'm going to wrap this up. Thanks for being here. Happy Wednesday night. I'm going to go finish off a drink, and I appreciate you being here. Hopefully this was really helpful for you. Next week, we're going to go over email marketing power, and I'll see you then. It's at 5 o'clock Wednesday, November 15th at 5 p.m. Central Time. That is 6 p.m. Eastern next week. Just mark your calendars now so you don't forget. And then if you want a reminder, go ahead and go to crmxcashclinic.com and register, and you'll get reminders. Cool. All right. Until next time, we'll see you soon. Oh, Dana, I saw a leak question. Man, until next time, right after my super cool wrap up. So here's a quick question. I have over 500 sold clients and want to nurture those relationships with CRMX. Yes, absolutely. I would nurture those relationships all day long and upsell them other services, check in with them, cross sell other services, get referrals from them. Absolutely. You can build out a whole automated process. We call that the raving fan process, Dana. So, how do you create raving fans and follow up with them and get referrals? Also, there's processes you can use inside of CRMX to get reviews online. Like every customer should end up rating you online. I say every customer, I mean, do your best to get every customer to invite them to review you online. And actually, it'll like see in this demo, we have you, it'll show you, it'll manage the whole thing. You can automate sending the reviews based on their you can control when to send them a review request. You don't just doesn't send automatically. I teach a process and I build it in. It's called rate, review, and rave. And so that means, hey, go ahead and rate us. Hey, we've all seen these, and we get this from companies, but it's not an online review. It's just, hey, rate our service 1 to 10. How did we do? If they rate you a 7 or more, then I will go ahead and automatically, I'll say, thanks for rating us. And then automatically, unbeknownst to them, automatically, like the next day or in a couple hours, it'll say, review us online. Thank you for your feedback. We appreciate it. Will you give us go ahead and give us a review online? That helps us, right? And then they get the link to review you on Google and or Facebook. And now you can automate that process. So that's nurturing, right? Dana, you can use it for that. And that, of course, recycles that customer's review is helping you get customers and leads to trust you. And then asking for referrals from those customers, you can create a whole automated campaign out of that. I tend to wait till they rate and tell us how great we are before we ask for referrals, but you can ask referrals at any time. You can automate that process as well. Okay. So certainly there's a lot of ways to nurture. And again, if you have something else to upsell them, I'm not sure what industry you're in for sure. I'm guessing, I believe it's solar, but like you might also sell alarms, or you might also cross sell like cleaning of those panels or maintenance of those panels, whatever it is. I'm just making it up. You can follow up with them and offer education on what that looks like, and then give them a call to action to say, hey, if you like this, go ahead and contact us or fill out this form and we'll get you a new proposal for XYZ product or service. Cool. So definitely a buyer is a buyer is a buyer, my friends. That simply means if they're buying from you, guess who the best candidate is to buy from you again? A new prospect that just found out about you, or somebody that's already bought from you and likes what you give them? Obviously, it's the one that likes you, is already bought from you. They're 10 times more likely, statistically, I don't know what it is. It's probably at least 10 times more likely to buy from you than a new prospect. Okay. As long as you have another service or product to offer them, they're likely going to buy it. It's just a matter of time. So your upsell and nurture process is essential when you're doing this. All right. Hopefully that answers your question, Dana. I'm glad you asked. I'll take that as the end. The final question. We're ending right on time. I'm supposed to end at 6:15. It is 6:13. I appreciate you guys being here. Have a great evening.